Moon and source code director Duncan Jones has reportedly left the upcoming film project FLEMING, a biopic of the James Bond creator. Reports claim that Duncan's current project, Warcraft, will take too long for Duncan to have time for the FLEMING project, and the studio wasn't willing for Jones to finish with the video game adaptation first. John, buy or sell Jones leaving FLEMING?
Buy, very enthusiastic. Now, while it sucks that he has to leave FLEMING, because FLEMING sounds like a very cool project. Especially, go online and you can read more about it, because it actually sounds like a very compelling project. But the thing for me is this: Warcraft, for me, while I'm really looking forward to it, has a little bit in all of our mouths the taste of Halo, that they talked about and talked about and talked about, but there's this little itch in the back of your head thinking it's going to fall apart, it's never going to happen, and for good reason. Warcraft has been on the drawing board for years now. With Sam Raimi, it was going to happen, it's going to happen, it's going to happen, it's dead. Then Duncan Jones comes on, and even though they're saying they're talking to cast now, which we know already they're talking to Colin Farrell and others, that all sounds great, but until something tangible happens, there's still this itching doubt in the back of my mind that it'll really happen. But hearing that this thing is now so in stone and so tangibly ready to go that you got Duncan Jones walking off of other movies, to me, it's a huge sigh of relief that maybe, just maybe, this thing is actually going to happen, because I'm dying for a Warcraft movie. Dennis, how do you see it?
I buy it as well. I buy it because I think for a movie like this, and especially because I like Duncan Jones, and this is his first big budget movie, I don't think he needs the distraction of this other movie, which sounds like a really cool project, but I don't think he needs that distraction while he's working on the Warcraft movie. Like, hey, what do you think about this for FLEMING? You know, because this Warcraft project is so big, I think he needs to just concentrate on that for now, and it's going to do, hopefully, wonders for his career.
Shep?
Yeah, I'd buy it as well. And I would just add that, you know, I like Duncan Jones in the science fiction world, science fiction fantasy. So to hear that he dropped out of this, I'm not crying about it, you know, because that means Warcraft's going to happen. So. Yeah,
and you know, one of the other reasons I'm really excited about Warcraft is this. I'm a big fan of the fantasy sword and sandal kind of stuff too. At the same time, I'm an old school Dungeons and Dragons player, so I mean I'm really into the fantasy stuff. And a lot of us thought that when Lord of the Rings was such a huge hit, a lot of people thought the floodgates were going to open for these, you know, Middle Earth type epic fantasy movies of sword and sorcery, right? But what happened was there was the opposite effect. Suddenly now these sword and sorcery films that were kind of in production got shelved because people were afraid of looking like Lord of the Rings ripoffs. I'm hoping that Warcraft, we've always been focusing on the video game aspect of Warcraft, that it could do wonders for the genre of video game movies, maybe being the first really good one. But I'm hoping on the other side that it kind of reopens the gates for fantasy sword and sorcery type of movies. So I got my fingers crossed for this on a number of levels.
If you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to AMC Movie News on YouTube. It's free and a great way to stay updated with all the latest movie news, and check out our daily show, AMC Movie Talk. Also, don't forget to check us out on Facebook and Twitter to stay in the loop for our special prizes, giveaways, and contests.